100, everything. And for the CPU, 0, 0, 0, 0, everything. Okay, I'm just lowering this down as much as I can. Everything. Now they literally do. And as you see, I'm not letting him score a single TD on me. I'm not letting him. I'll see you at the second quarter. And yes, I'm going to make you guys watch all of this gameplay. If y'all are bored and want to see some Madden 4 gameplay, then sit back and relax.
Scrimmage the 15. It's 1st and 10. That catch good for only a couple. On play action, Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film. But how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here. And what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Caught on the right side by Adams. Room past the 35. Now look out. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Bills just continue to roll. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Take over at the 25-yard line. Now Allen. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He's got to hook up with Diggs. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deontay Hardy, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. That's caught. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Raiders offense ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of it. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, 39 yards. And the Bills are pouring it on. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. It's complete. And boy, talk about adding. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Raiders. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations.
Welcome back to the date.
All right, y'all. Welcome to it's the second quarter. Right now, we're winning 117-0 in the second quarter. We'll see y'all in 15 minutes.
Sunday, Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. A double. And he loses the football a second time. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his phone.
Touchdown, Bills. Deontay Hardy with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know what else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Play action. Garoppolo. Got a man. It's Mayer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there. A first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. It's complete to Cole. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Going deep for Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, 73 yards. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Allen will try to throw for it, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Allen taking it himself. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Harris will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raiders heading out to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He finds Bolden. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it out.
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, 35 yards. And the Bills extend their lead yet again.
Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it because...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. You put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their cat.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bills just continue to roll.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. So often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bills have got it on cruise control.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot?
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Going deep for Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. 42 yards. And the Bills are pouring it on. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And now here come the Raiders. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bolden to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Again, it's Harris. And this time he's in for a Buffalo touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
The big fella! It's a gain of 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Garoppolo now. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 57 yards. And the Bills extend their lead yet again. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
They'll begin on, and the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills just continue to roll. And he will dive into the end conversion. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. To get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. They'll try and run it up the middle. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And now Garoppolo lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Running and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Bills are